Hi everyone, it's Plastic EP here. Gives me great pleasure to welcome Mr. Bob Abdou from Ohio, one of the biggest collectors, and he's known as Mr. Puppeteer. And as far as I'm concerned, this man's a genius. How are you today, Bob?
I am a genius. My wife just told me that this afternoon. I go, why would you say that? She goes, because you always tell me to say it. So,
and she's a big Monkeys fan too, I've learned, which is really great.
Yeah, well, she's a big Monkeys, a big Beatles fan. We met at a Beatles convention, so we have a lot of Beatle discussion. She's a John fan, and I'm a Paul fan, so we have a lot of conversation in our marriage.
That's fantastic. Now, I've got to tell you, here in Australia, it's early morning. It's like 7:10 a.m., right? I just
7 o'clock in the morning.
But I've got to tell you, it's freezing, and I believe you've got a very good friend here in Australia.
Right, my friend Glenn Kears, who lives in Sydney, Australia. Hello, Glenn.
How are you, Glenn?
He's a ventriloquist also, so I wanted to say hello to my friend Glenn in Australia.
That's fantastic. And what you can do is you can send him the link of the show after. Now, Bob.
I'll do that once I get his check.
Okay.
He pays me for that advertising.
Bob, you got to tell me now, with your massive collection, I want to get into, I mean, it's over such a period of years. Where did you find most of this Monkeys and Beatles stuff?
You know, I started collecting in 1995 after I was going through a bad divorce. And what happened was, because I was involved in the Beatle convention performing there, you know, it also overflows into monkey stuff. So there will be some monkey dealers there that would have monkey memorabilia. And I remember the Monkeys as a child. I was born in 1960. So I still remember the show. Then all of us, I didn't realize there was a lot of memorabilia there. So I bought one, and then, you know, 1 becomes 4 and 4 becomes 10, and then 10 turns into 4,000.
I got to say, Bob, now I'm not a big collector on your level, but I got to explain something to people out there that don't understand collecting. With the Monkeys, with the Monkeys, it's a shorter span, right? Like, in other words, they were popular, let's say, for 2 years.
Right.
Now, the memorabilia is more rarer because you can't get it. With the Beatles, they had a bigger career. So the memorabilia doesn't stop. Like even now, they're bringing out new stuff. And people have to understand that me personally, I couldn't just collect Beatles stuff, even though I've got a little bit, because I'm concentrating on the more rarer Monkey stuff, because I grew up with the Monkeys. I didn't grow up with the Beatles. So everyone's got like the group they grew up with. Like my sister, she grew up with ABBA. You talked about the Beatles or the Monkeys. She knows about it. She's into it, but not as much as ABBA, because ABBA was that time period when she was growing up.
Wait, so you're telling me there's ABBA memorabilia? No, I don't have any room.
And listen, Bob, I bet you haven't got any more room in your house.
I have stuff on the ceiling.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
I have stuff on the ceiling.
Yeah, I got the same problem, and I'm lucky my wife doesn't kick me out with the monkey stuff. And you know what she said to me? She said, when I go, she'll probably just turf it out. And I said, don't you dare. That's worth money.
Now, listen, I told my wife if anything happens to me, I told her who not to sell it to.
Right.
Because some of them, they're called vultures. You know what happens if anything happens to us? They'll be knocking on our door before our head hits the ground.
Yeah, it's bad like that. And you know what? As we were saying before, people out there should realize if they've got collections, they should come onto my show so I can document it, because I'm interested to do that historically. You know, I'm not coming to take their stuff. I'm in Australia. I just want to show it to the world. That's all I want to do.
Well, you know that you made a very, very good point, and I want to make one thing important to the listeners is that I don't collect stuff to make other people jealous, because if that's true, then I'm doing it for the wrong reasons. In fact, I'm a poor puppeteer. A lot of this stuff I had to forfeit lunch or dinner just to buy them. I mean, I'm not a doctor or a lawyer that has an endless bank account. If I saw something, if there was a Monkeys puzzle that I needed and I really wanted it, if it was either that or eat lunch, I would not eat lunch so I can spend the money on the monkeys and I'll eat tomorrow. So that's the kind of collector. I have a poor man's collection, but I've been collecting for, 25 years.
But Bob, I got to say, that's a sacrifice and that's rock and roll. And I've got to say,
Right.
you're a rock and roller. And, I take my hat off to you. I interview people all the time. And you know what gets to me? I interview hardcore Beatle people, like hardcore Beatle people. And then the last thing I expect to come out of their mouth is, and I love the Beatles, I love the Monkees. Like, I freak out. And they're hardcore Beatles. It's like unbelievable.
Well, the Monkees were the American version of the Beatles.
Exactly. Thank you.
And another thing is when the Monkees came out, was it 66? The Beatles were making a transition. They changed from that 1964 Nehru jacket. Their hair was longer. They had facial hair. Sergeant Pepper was starting to happen. And so there was a new revival for teenagers to go back to that clean cut, and that's what the Monkees were.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I was speaking to someone else and I said, the Beatles gave up their teeny bopper fans, and that's when the Monkees walked straight into that crevice and they got all the teeny bopper fans, and that's why they went poof like that. Right. But with the Monkees, this is what I got to explain. The Beatles are normally formed. The guys got together, they met, they worked hard, they got there. The Monkees were formed overnight within a week or whatever. They didn't even know each other, and they're the Monkees. But what I got to explain, in 1966, it's the first time that you had a motion picture industry, a recording industry working together on a campaign and a machine that is so powerful and strong. Up until that point, you've never had those two working together in unison until you had the Monkees. So this power thing comes, and their merchandise within the first year, I believe, was $20 million in sales. That was just their merchandise.
Yeah. Now, also, I wonder if they got a piece of the memorabilia.
I don't think they did. I think at the time, from memory, what I've read, they were on about $450 a week.
Right. And that's
for the show.
That's what happened with we talked about the Partridge Family, David Cassidy, they made nothing from the lunchbox and the games and the toys. During the 60s, the Brady Bunch, all those people, they just made a weekly salary and they didn't make any money from memorabilia.
Yeah, but what I read about David, I don't know if you know this, when they gave him a contract, he was underage. And after the show hit and they started making money, they had to renegotiate the contract. And that's where it was a new contract, more his way. So good luck to him.
Good.
I don't know if you heard that story.
What's that?
I don't know if you heard that story.
I think I've heard that story. Also, going back to the Monkees thing where you talk about, if any of your viewers want to see a really good movie, The Making of the Monkees, and also the movie of the Monkees, which were played by other actors, it's really fascinating how the Monkees were really formed, and they all gelled together too, just like the Beatles all gelled together.
That was called Daydream Believers, that movie. And I heard that, they love each other like brothers. So, I'm not going to say anything, but personalities are personalities. But, here's a band, the Monkees, where they advertise and 435 people turn up and they don't know each other from a bar of soap, and they become this group for a TV show, and then they actually become a real group going out straight away. I think it was December 66. They were playing their first concert in Hawaii.
In Hawaii, right?
That's right.
Now, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that they should belong into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Without a doubt.
Same with me. Let me tell you something. Two of them are gone. You want to do it now while they're alive.
Yeah, but I would have done it when the Four were here. So, Absolutely. I won't go on that topic. But you know what? Great things. You always get recognition at the end. You're either here or not. That's how it works. People discover you and they go, hey, that guy.
Right.
You know what? You're in front of the world now, and this is your stage. This is your moment because this is your collection. But what people don't understand, all the times that you went through to get every single piece, to get it all together, to be able to say, look, I've got something to show you. And believe me, you've got something to show us.
Well, let's show them.
Let's show them.
Okay. Now this is my Beatles. This is my Beatles puppet room. Beatles memorabilia and monkeys. So since this episode is about the monkeys, let's stay on topic. Now you got the hangers there. Let's see. There are the hangers.
Yeah, that's right.
See them? Now
Yep.
this one's actually signed. This one's actually signed. There it is right there. That's
Yep.
signed by Michael Nesmith.
Yep.
We saw
When did he sign that, Bob? When did he sign it?
about 6 years ago. He was performing in Pittsburgh.
And what did he do when he saw it?
Sometimes they sometimes don't they don't really say much. Here's
Okay.
because I'm a full-time puppeteer. Here's me teaching Michael Nesmith how to be a puppeteer. Look at that face. This was the most hits I ever got on Facebook.
I saw that photo and it's amazing.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, I saw it on the net.
So listen, before we end though, I mean, we're still going to do a lot more stuff. I got to tell you my Mickey Dolenz stories.
Yeah, do that.
So here you got the Mattel guitar.
Yep.
This is the Canadian lunchbox.
Yep.
This is actually an authentic monkey's hat.
Yep. I've seen that, but never seen it real.
Yeah, this is it.
And it's brand new. It's brand new.
It looks like it's never been worn.
Exactly. Hey, would that fit my head?
Let's see.
Hey, Bob. Bob.
What?
Can you leave that in your will for me?
What's it? Yeah, I'll toss it to you. All right, we'll have to make a trade. So then also here's a smaller version of the Mattel
Yep.
guitar.
Yep.
And then here's the vinyl lunchbox.
Yep.
Here's a TV guide. And also the Mattel. If I'll move this out of the way. Hold on a second.
Famous hand puppets.
Yeah, I actually have now downstairs. I actually have it in the box.
Yeah, that's great. That was a big seller in Australia.
The hand puppets.
Yeah, I couldn't afford it.
Yeah, and I actually have it in the box, mint in the box. And there's the tambourine.
Yep.
There's the tambourine in the box.
Yeah, beautiful.
And here is some more. There are some more monkey mobiles.
Yep. I got to tell you something, Bob, if I can. That tin monkey mobile with a plastic drum inside, that's a real sought after album, real sought after tin car from Japan.
Right. Now the only thing missing are the decals. I got to find the decals to put them on. But here's another thing is that this is actually a different version because if you look at the box, the motor is actually coming off the hood. I don't have that for some reason.
That's better. Makes it more rare.
I'll take it. I will tell you what my most proudest monkey memorabilia are the rings. Have you seen these finger rings?
I don't even know what they are. I've never seen them. They're made out of plastic, are they?
Yeah, they're you put them on your finger. They're finger rings. I've got all 5 of them. The 4 heads plus the guitar.
Bob, were they sold in a gumball machine?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
That was
I'm
the
sorry.
guess.
No, not these. I think these were sold out of a cereal box.
Okay.
But maybe your listeners can tell me differently. But once, in fact, let me tell you an interesting story. I had 4 of them and I was missing Peter. And for 5 years, I could not find the Peter finger ring. That's why you could tell it's actually a different color. It's green. So I found a toy dealer who had the Peter Tork finger ring. And I said, what can we do? I said, let's make a trade. He goes, what do I have that you want? And he was a big Banana Splits fan. Right. So I never trade any of my Banana Splits. But to complete the set, I knew that it was harder for me to complete this set than for me not to find my Banana Splits toy that I traded. So I actually traded a Banana Splits toy, but now I'm able to get the whole set. which is really rare.
I've never seen it. Never seen a Bob in my life.
There you go. And they're not glued or anything. They're just stuck on. So here's the monkey's comb. And of course, you know this right here is the record. From
Yeah, that one I got from the cereal box. I got 3 of them.
Yeah. Now, do you have the real ones?
Yeah, I got 2 of them. I got another 2.
Okay, I think I have. Hold on a second. I don't want to make your viewers dizzy, but
That's
I
all
actually. Right. This is a reproduction. It's not real.
Yeah, it's all right.
And on the back is the.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah, do you have the real one?
Yeah, the real one.
Yeah, this is a reproduction. Now, I will tell you this. As a toy collector, I don't like to collect reproductions.
Yeah, sure.
But some things I will, and cereal boxes are one of them.
Yeah, I just got to say, Bob, I don't have the box. I've got the actual record from someone. I bought it in the States, the plastic bit.
So you don't. Oh, so you don't. Do you have the box?
No, I just got the record at the back, the circle.
Oh, that's what that is. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got 3 of those in total.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, the box, anyway, this is a reproduction box. Now, a reproduction box can cost you between $15 and $40. But if this was the real box, you're talking $600 to $1,000. In fact, oh yeah, let me show you. Here's some more. I'm going to move my Beatle memorabilia out a little bit.
Sure.
I don't want to knock anything down.
Yeah, I hope not.
But here's some more reproduction cereal boxes.
Yeah, they're good to see.
There you are. Here are the coins. You ever seen the monkey coins?
No, we don't get that here in Australia.
Monkey coins. There's the cereal box. Honey Smacks. These were okay. I remember eating these as a kid. Here's some cereal that tasted like styrofoam.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to eat it.
It was terrible. But on
Yeah.
the back, you can get the flicker rings. Can you see?
Yep.
So let's go back to the monkeys. So here's
Yes,
another
boys.
I'm really, really proud of. Here's my complete box of Flip It movie cards. And then here's my Monkeys Punch Out model book. Have you ever seen this?
Yeah, can I say something? Can you pull that out, the cover of that, what you got in your hand? Can you just show us that?
Sure.
I got to tell you a story about that one if I can.
They actually made, believe it or not, they made a Beatles version too.
Yeah, I just got to say, Bob, when I was growing up, that was for sale at my newsagent, and unfortunately, I didn't get it. And I haven't seen one again since then.
Wow.
That's the one you make the little stage and cut them out. And I'm glad you're not cutting them out.
There.
But you know what you can do? You can photocopy it,
right,
and then do whatever you want.
Right. Uncut and unpunched out and everything.
Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. I love it.
I hear. Let's go some more. Here's something I've never really seen before. It's a monkey's. Let's see if I can show. It's a monkey's notebook.
Yep.
But it's a paper. It's like a notebook.
Yep.
See with their cars.
Exactly.
All right. And then right there's the actual notebook, the big notebook, and there's the wallet.
Yep.
And now they also made a coin purse. Have you ever seen the coin purse?
I have seen it, only pictures.
You know what? There was one that somebody was selling, and they made an offer to me, and I didn't get their information fast enough, and they sold it to somebody else, and I was really upset. Now, also in America here, a couple of years ago, they made celebrity soda, and here's some Monkey celebrity soda.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's some Monkeys celebrity soda. They made of John Lennon, Farrah Fawcett, a lot of celebrities. It's orange. It's banana nuts soda.
Fantastic.
Now, here's something that's really rare that I own. All 4, and Michael Nesmith signed it, of all the Showbiz Babies.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you ever seen the Showbiz Babies?
I've seen them only pictures on the net. I've never seen them real.
Well, there they are. Plus, I got the records. You know, they came with little records. And not only did they make the Showbiz Babies, but they all of the monkeys, but they also made the Mamas and the Papas.
Yeah. And also Herman's Hermits.
And Herman's Hermits, correct. And then back behind the Showbiz Babies, can you see okay?
Yeah, no worries. We see good.
I can't tell what I'm. So right behind the Showbiz Babies are the paint by number monkey sets.
Yeah, I'm familiar with those.
I've got two of them. I don't know how many they actually made, but I've got. They made 4. Okay, so there's 2 of them. There's some monkey puzzles.
Yeah, they're great. The monkeys puzzles. Did
Yeah,
they make 4 of those?
Yeah, I've got 4 of them. I've got the complete set of the monkey puzzles, but they made 2 versions of the puzzles. Here's another version.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they made 2 different. I'm trying. Hello, viewers.
Yeah, I can see you.
Here's my forehead.
Don't worry.
I'm trying to see if you can. Can you see the puzzle?
Yeah. I see them above in plastic. Yeah.
That's it. They made 4 of them. I only have 3.
That's all right. That's it right there. That's a great shot. A little bit higher.
There you go.
Camera. That's it. That's perfection. Just pan it from there. Oh, that's great. Yeah, got it.
And then over here, which I'm really proud of, they're the monkeys' Halloween costumes.
Exactly. The faces and the plastic cape, isn't it?
There you go. Can you see them?
Yeah, they're fantastic.
I can't tell what I'm doing.
No, I can see it. We're getting them all. Just pan across.
There you go.
Yeah, keep going like that. That's beautiful. Okay, we got them.
Okay, and then let's see. After that, there's the monkeys board game.
Yep, that's great.
Now, they made 2 versions of the monkeys board game. Did you know that?
No, what's the difference?
Some of the board pieces are different.
Okay.
I think one had a guitar and one had a car.
Okay.
So that's the difference right there. And then, the finger puppets, the Remco finger puppets.
Yep.
Can you see that right there?
Yeah, see, perfect.
Now, you know that they only made 3 because Peter left.
Yep.
They only made 3.
That's very educational for people that have never seen monkey stuff.
Yeah, and there's more of my Beatles stuff, but this is...
Of course, we'll do the Beatles another day, no problem.
Yeah. And then some of this... Now, I do have to tell you, I don't collect a lot of new stuff because a lot of it is really cheap and really just too easy to get. So I don't collect a lot of new stuff because, first of all, I don't have the room. But some of the stuff I do have here are the bobbleheads.
Yep. I got a set of those in the box.
Yeah, and there's the thermos.
Yep, that's great.
So again, there's for your viewers.
And that's a record. That's a record box above there, the white one, isn't it? You put your singles in it. That white one. Next to the thermos. What's that white one?
Oh, this is right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the Viewmaster.
Okay. No, the one behind it, the white one. What's the white one?
Yeah, that's the notebook.
Yeah, okay. And the one lower, is that for records?
No, that's a oh, you know what? I think this is the coin purse. Hold on. Okay. Oh, it is. You know what? Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I misspoke. This is the coin purse.
And which is the one you put your records in?
Oh, that's a 45. I don't have that one.
Okay, sure. But that's a lunchbox, that white one there next to it.
Yes, that's the American lunchbox.
Okay, cool.
The blue one is a plastic Canadian version.
Okay, got ya.
Let me just put this back so I don't knock it over. You know, I don't even touch it.
Of course.
I don't even touch my own stuff.
That's okay.
Let me show you some more things that I own of the monkeys.
Thank you.
Rings.
Yeah.
These are from the vending machines.
Of course.
Right there you go.
Yeah, that's
and great. Then here's the gum. And then right here, let's see if I can get it. There's my monkeys gumball machine with some of the monkey rings inside it.
Unbelievable. That's a world-class collection. I can tell you that now.
Well, thank you. And let me show you over here on this side right here. Let me shut this light off so it doesn't blind your listeners.
Sure.
The monkeys also made T-shirts, for kids to wear. So
sweatshirts.
What's that?
Sweatshirts,
Yeah,
t-shirts.
yeah, there they are. There's one there. I have two versions. There's one here. And what I did was I have an extra hanger, so I put Mickey's head in it.
Do you want to
And,
tell us that Mickey story?
oh, I will. Hold on. One more Mickey. And then here's the other Mickey. Here's the other monkey shirt.
Okay.
Here's my other monkey shirt. Now these are reproduction boxes,
Okay.
because if you want the original box, you're talking hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
So for an extra $20 or $10, but I will say this, so I do tell people these are reproductions. I don't try to fool, my guests or anything and tell everything that everything is real. So about most of my stuff, I would say less than 0.5% is reproductions, because I try and keep everything authentic. And let's see, any other monkey things? That's really basically it. So I'll scan again so your viewers can see. Can they see okay? Can you see okay?
I see beautiful.
There you go. Again, this is a poor man's collection. This is
No, that's a great collection.
This is 25 years of collecting. There's my forehead. That's my forehead.
That's okay. It's fantastic.
That's why you're wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, let me tell you my Mickey Dolenz story.
Yeah, let's talk to you now, Bob. That was fantastic. Wait a minute before you start the story.
Yeah.
All right.
Are your viewers still awake? Hey, wake up! Wake up! We don't want your viewers to fall asleep.
Cheers.
So you want to hear my Mickey Dolenz story?
I want to hear any monkey story. Any of the monkeys.
I'll tell you two Mickey Dolenz stories that I will take to my grave. So I perform for the Fest for Beatle fans. I've been doing it for 22 years. I do Beatle puppets. I have a great time, great family, great fan base. I love it. I perform in New Jersey and Chicago. So one year they had Mickey Dolenz as a guest. And this was the first time Mickey Dolenz made an appearance at the Fest for Beatle fans. So there are a lot of diehard Beatle fans that also love the Monkees. And the Monkees have great music. I have to tell you something. You want to be in a happy mood. If you don't have any Beatle music, put on some Monkees music. It gets put people in a happy moods. But anyway, so at the Fest for Beatle fans on Saturday night, there's a staff party. It's a private party. It starts about midnight, where only the staff and the guests go. There's a penthouse. There's a room at the penthouse room at the hotel, and I'm invited because I'm part of the staff. And this is where you mingle. You eat. You're eating pizza at 1 o'clock in the morning. You're just chit chatting. There's no autograph. There's just not a lot of fanfare. You're just chilling after a long day of performing. So Mickey Dolenz was at the staff party, and I walk in and I see him, but there's about 20 people surrounding him. And you could just, the look on his face was, I just want to eat a piece of pizza and relax. Please stop talking to me. You could just tell he was just tired, but he had an entourage around him that he just couldn't leave. Every time he made a step, they would follow him. So I thought to myself, there's no way I'm going to talk to Mickey Dolenz. I'm the puppeteer of the fest. I'm the lowest on the totem pole. I just said, I'm all right. I saw him, that's all I can do. So all of a sudden I see on the other side of the room, some lady sitting by herself. And I said to my friend, Jim, I said, who's that lady sitting by herself? He said, well, that's Mickey Dolenz's wife. I go, hey, I got an idea. Now I'm in show business. I've learned in all my years here, I'm going to give you a little secret to success. If you want to meet somebody, don't go after them. Have something in common. Okay. You have to have something in common. That's how you get to meet a celebrity. So I go over to Mickey Dolenz's wife. I forgot her name at the moment. And I said, hello, my name is Bob. I do the puppet show here. Welcome to the fest. And she said to me, "Oh, Mickey Dolenz loves puppets." She goes, "Mickey, come here, come here, come here, Mickey." Now, Mickey was on the other side of the room. And as soon as he heard his wife calling him, he just darted. He wanted to leave this group because he was just fed up. So he rushes over to his wife, and I actually got to shake his hand. He sits down and he says to me, "Tell me," now remember, he's talking to me. I'm not talking to him. He goes, "Tell me, what do you do here?" And I go, "I do the puppet show here." He goes, "I love puppets." And he goes, "What kind of puppets do you do here at the fest?" I go, "Well, I do celebrity puppets. I do all four Beatles, and I do a novelty. And today I did a George Burns." He goes, "I love George Burns." And all of a sudden I'm realizing I'm not talking to Mickey Dolenz. He's talking to me. Like, he's asking me questions. He was really, and I go, this is like I'm in a dream because it's just the three of us. Because he darted so fast that those people really didn't realize how fast he left. So all of a sudden, in the corner of my eye, I see those 20 people now want to rush over to Mickey Dolenz. And all of a sudden, I realize I have about 10 more seconds of Mickey Dolenz time, and that's it. So I said to my friend, "Take my picture quick." And I grabbed my camera. And you know, Mickey Dolenz and Paul McCartney were very close.
Yep.
I said, "Mr. Dolenz, I have my Paul McCartney puppet. Can I take a picture with you?" He goes, "I would love that." So my friend takes this picture with me, my Paul McCartney puppet, and Mickey Dolenz. And the minute he snapped the picture, and the three of us are all, I mean, it's a great picture of the three of us. You can see it on my website. As soon as my friend took the picture, these 20 people just surrounded Mickey again. And it was like the minute he was smiling with me, the minute they surrounded him, his smile turned it back to a frown. He was like miserable again. And then because these 20 people surrounded him, they like pushed me out of the way. But I didn't care. I got my 15 seconds of fame with Mickey Dolenz.
What year was that?
That was probably 2010, 2011, maybe 10, 15 years ago.
What's the second story?
Okay. So that is that a great story? I love it.
That's a great story.
Okay, but now Mickey Dolenz gets invited back to the fest again about maybe 3 or 4 years later. But now he was starting the tour with Peter Tork when he was still alive and with Michael Nesmith. So he was starting to get a little bit.
Davey. He was talking to Davey.
No, with Davey, right? So they were starting to get a little bit more famous. They were, more recognized, the newer generation. So he comes to the fest, and now instead of being humble Mickey Dolenz, he was like, "I'm Mickey Dolenz, and my contract is this long. If you wanted to, you couldn't talk. We in our contract at the fest, we couldn't talk to him. We couldn't take his picture, and we weren't allowed to look at him. Basically, that's how snooty he became. In fact, if you wanted his autograph, it was $100. It was unbelievable. So now, on Saturday night, all the guest stars perform on stage. Okay, with Liverpool. Liverpool is the tribute band that performs at the fest.
Yeah, you know who that is? I'm just going to say Liverpool. That's Drew Hill. I've interviewed Drew Hill.
Right,
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, Drew knows me personally. I've known Drew for 25 years.
That's great. I'll tell him that.
Drew, yes. In fact, I know all of them. They all know me. What happens is that all the guest stars go on stage with Liverpool. So it was in about 10 minutes, Mickey Dolenz was about to go on stage with Liverpool. And so what happens is after all the stars go on stage, everybody else goes on stage and we all sing "Hey Jude." And I go up there with a puppet because I do the puppet shows there. It's great. It's one of the greatest nights of my life because I'm performing in front of 3,000 people. It's great. So anyway, but remember, our contract said you couldn't talk to Mickey Dolenz, you couldn't take his picture, and you couldn't look at him. You couldn't look at him. We're backstage, All my friends are going, look, there's Mickey Dolenz. Don't look at him. We're going to get in trouble. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. We were really a little nervous because we couldn't even look at him. This is a true story, so help me. All of a sudden, he walks behind me. He walks behind me, and I'm taking a selfie of myself. So as soon as he walks behind me, I'm taking this, and I get Mickey Dolenz in the picture. Mickey Dolenz is behind me. Like, I'm going to be told not to take his picture. I'm part of the staff. I'm getting a picture. But wait a second. That's not the best part. The best part is this. He's walking behind me and he's pacing. He's walking back and forth because he's about to go on stage to sing, right? I got to tell you something. This is a night I'll never forget. He starts to warm up his voice because he's about to sing. He goes, la, la, la. I can't do it because my voice is shot. He's singing an opera. La, 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 la. All of a sudden, he starts singing in opera, Love Potion Number 9. All of a sudden, everybody backstage just freezes and stares at Mickey Dolenz because he's singing. He's warming up his voice by singing Love Potion Number 9 because the Searchers, who also sang that song, were the guests at the fest too. So they were all going to sing Love Potion Number 9. But he sings it in opera. So I said to a friend of mine, I said, her name is Gigi. I said to my friend Gigi, I said, Gigi, remember this moment. We're backstage with Mickey Dolenz, and he's warming up his voice in opera, singing Love Potion Number 9. It was like something you can't even dream of. It like blew your mind because he sings great opera. He wasn't just doing it for fun. Because Mickey Dolenz is a serious singer, and he was warming up his voice, Love Potion Number 9 in opera. That's my story.
That's a story. Imagine if you had it on the phone and you recorded it.
I was more nervous taking a selfie.
You're lucky to get a selfie with him behind you.
Yeah.
Now look, Bob, you got to tell me some Mike stories. Come on.
Some what?
Mike Nesmith, tell me some stories.
A Mike Nesmith story. The only time I ever met him when he was performing in Pittsburgh about 10, 15 years ago when I got his autograph, and you had to pay extra to go backstage and he would sign stuff. So I really don't have much of a Michael, but I will say this though. Remember the hand puppet of the
Yeah.
You know what? I actually should show you this. I don't have the box with me. It's in another room. But on the box for Mattel, do you know what they call Mike Nesmith? That's a good
wool hat.
They call him ding, 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 ding. They call him wool hat.
Yeah, did I get it or not? That's a monkey spank. Come on.
That's a good question. Ding, 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 ding. We're playing trivia. That means
hey, you're not talking to a novice here. I've got to tell you. I'm a monkey fan.
I know.
Thank you.
I don't have any much, but I will. That's basically, but you know what? I've been really gifted. I don't like to say the word blessed because I don't like that one person's blessed and one other one isn't, but I like to use the word gifted. I've been gifted in having a great career, performing with some of the greats in rock and roll, doing my puppet shows at really great conventions. So if any of your viewers want to see my puppets, go to Mr. Pup, type in MrPuppet.com or go to my fan page and you can see the rest of my collection and we'll do another interview.
But I got to say, Bob, they got to go to your page and not only they got to go there, they got to like it. Press like.
Like my page. Please like me. You know why I need them to like me? Because I'm lonely. I need friends. Please be.
Is there anywhere else they can see you on video as well on YouTube? Yeah.
There is it's Mr. Puppet Texas because I used to live in Texas, but there's also video on my website. It's more updated video. You can see my video on my website at MrPuppet.com or Mr. Puppet fan page on Facebook.
Have you ever thought of doing any merchandise, Bob?
I do have merchandise. I have.
Show me some of that.
Well, here. I do a reading show, and in my reading show, one of my main characters is Stinky the possum. So I give out bookmarkers to all the children so they can remember my show and to encourage reading. And I also have a Beatles version. There's my Beatles puppets.
That's fantastic. I saw a photo of that.
There's my forehead again.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. There you go. There it is. Beatle merchant. So I do have some merchandise, and I do have to show you some things that I do give out.
Please.
In my Beatles show, I give out stickers, and so this is now we're talking Beatles now.
That's okay.
There's my new stickers for this year.
Hang on, bring it close so I can read it. Tell that special someone you love them because tomorrow never
knows.
Thank you.
Tell that special person you love them because tomorrow never knows.
Hey, Bob.
Here's another sticker real quick. Here's another sticker.
Oh, yeah.
This is
George
my
Harrison. Don't be the quiet one. Speak up against bullying. Beautiful.
I made that one up.
Anyway, Bob, from Plastic EP, your friend Plastic.
Hey, Plastic, what a great one day I want to meet you. Hey, look, put your hand out. I want to shake your hand. Wait, was it the other way? Thank
you, Bob.
Shake my hand.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, viewers. Don't forget MrPuppet.com or Mr. Puppet fan page. And you and I will talk again. We'll talk Partridge Family. Listen, I also welcome back Cotter. Huge welcome back Cotter collection. Fonzie. We're a Fonzie family.
Good. And we got to do banana splits. That's a big one.
Banana splits, absolutely.
And the Beatles, that's a big one. And what else? Have you got Green Hornet?
I do have Green Hornet. Yes, I do.
Right. Have you got Batman as well?
Batman, Spider. I'm a Spider-Man fan.
Good. We got to go there too.
I'm Incredible Hulk. Yeah.
Bob, I got to book you out for the next 10 years. All right.
Absolutely.
Thanks again.
Just tell me when to cast a check.
All right. Thank you, Bob.
Cheers. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
The world loves Mr. Puppet. Thanks again, Bob.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.